I would like to welcome you to Chapter 3 of Private Eye, the first adventure of Jason Streak, written by Joshua Rodriguez, which is myself. When we last left off, Jason had just jumped off of the roof of a building after Jessica was stabbed, and she was laying in the pool of her own blood. If you missed it, don't worry, just click on the previous video in this playlist to hear it, because that was a good chapter. Let's see what happens in Chapter 3. Chapter 3. Jason landed on the ground with a loud thump. Right when he took his first step, pain shot through his body. The impact of the fall was too much for his body to handle in this condition. Jason knew that he had to get out of the area no matter what. Without hesitation, Jason began sprinting. He had no set destination. The pain was excruciating, but it was nothing compared to jail time. Jason ran for about 10 minutes before the pain became unbearable. Those 10 minutes, Jason had traveled about a mile and a half from the crime scene. He needed to get out of the city fast before anyone called in an anonymous tip. Being a famous detective was actually working against him. He decided to sit down on the curb so that he could come up with a plan. Jason had a couple of places that he could hide out at. The only problem was reaching them. He was a wanted man. Almost everyone in the NYPD was after him. Since it was so late at night, he had no way of getting a disguise. No phones, no means of transportation made him a fish out of water. As Jason got up to begin his journey, a cab pulled up across the street. Jason thanked the heavens. It looked as if his luck was changing for the better. He hobbled across the street. He opened up the back door of the cab and got in. "So, did you get over your butterflies, sir?" "Holy crap! Dean, is that you?" "Yes, I usually do a 12-hour shift on Fridays. I heard on the radio that the police are looking for you. They are actually offering a reward for information about your whereabouts." The sounds of doors locking filled the cab. "Listen, Dean, whatever you are hearing on the radio is untrue." "What are they saying?" "That I did was a lie." "I would never hurt her. Someone is trying to frame me. If I'm taken for question, I can guarantee that whoever attacked her will walk. I need to solve this case no matter what. Neither you nor the NYPD will stop me. You understand?" Dean could sense that his passenger was ready to overpower him at any moment. "Mr. Street, it was all in good fun. I'm a good judge of character. I can sense that you did not commit any crime. So where would you like me to take you? Can I really trust that you would not give up my location?" Dean turned off the cab meter. "You can fully trust me, so where to?" "I need some cash, so can we stop by a bank? Just park a block away from the bank. Wouldn't want them catching your plate number on the camera." "What bank do you use?" Dean asked as he started driving. "I use Chase Bank, of course." The rest of the rides went by in complete silence. Jason was busy trying to come up with a plan. He and Ryan had an outdoor storage unit in Brooklyn that was registered under Jason's old pet's name. They set up the storage unit after they started taking on dangerous cases. Ryan made Jason promise that he will only use the unit when they needed to hit the mattresses. Ryan loved to use phrases from The Godfather. Dean stopped after making a left onto a one-way street. "The bank is 2 blocks down. I can wait for you here or I can leave. It's up to you." "I'll be back, trust me. I can't get to where I'm going by foot." Jason was lucky that it was so late at night. No one was walking the streets, so he didn't have to worry about getting identified. He speed walked to the bank. He quickly slid his card into the door slot and opened the door. The max he could take out the ATM was $1,000. Hopefully that was all he needed, because it was only a matter of time before his account was frozen. Within 5 minutes, Jason was back in the car. Dean turned to the shirtless detective. "Where to?" "Can you take me to Paul's Storage on the corner of Bedford Avenue?" "Why a storage facility? It's a safe house of sorts. Both my partner and I have a change of clothing, a couple of burner phones, some canned food, some pocket money." "Wow, sounds like something out of an old crime movie. I think detectives have safe houses. Working high profile cases brings us a lot of negative attention. We get anything from death threats to actual attempts on our lives. The safe house has saved our skin multiple times. I just can't believe that I had to use it for a simple stalker case. I mean, this job was supposed to be quick and easy. Sometimes in life, the easy roads turn out to be the hard one. Look at you. You're both a philosopher and a comedian. Jason jokingly said as he tried to lighten the mood. I do have my master's in psychology. Wait, do you really have a master's in psychology? You have to learn not to judge a book by its cover. Just because I drive a cab doesn't mean I'm not educated. So what made you drive a cab? It's a long story, probably longer than your story about tonight. Also, I don't think your safe house is as safe as you think. Dean said as he stopped for a red light. What makes you say that? Just the three police cars on this block, not to mention the two undercover police standing on the corner. Jason began to look at his surroundings. Dean was right. There was at least 8 officers in the area. He was sure no one knew about the storage unit other than Ryan himself. Keep driving. I have somewhere else that no one knows about. One of the storage workers must have seen me using the pass and reported it to the police. What makes you think that this place will be safe? Not even my partner knows about this place. If the police somehow manage to find me there, then God must truly have something against me. So where are we off to now? Staten Island. If you want, I can put the address in your phone's GPS. Dean handed his phone to Jason. A few moments later, Jason handed it back to him along with $200. What's this for, Dean asked while counting the money. It's a little something to show my gratitude. Not many people would have helped me in my current situation. But you did, Dean. You, my friend, are one of the few people that I can rely on in my time of need. My gut tells me that you didn't do it. My gut is almost never wrong. Why do you say almost never wrong? It sometimes tells me to have Taco Bell, and that never ends well. The two shared a quick laugh. When they reached the Verrazano Bridge, Jason had to pretend to be asleep in the back seat. He didn't want to attract any attention from the police at the toll booth. So are you going to ask? Jason asked Dean. Ask what, about the situation with the police? No, I was expecting you to ask how the date went. If the entire police force is chasing after you, then I can assume that didn't go that well. Wasn't it the great philosopher Dean of the Yellow Cab who said, don't judge a book by its cover? Other than Jessica getting stabbed, the NYPD manhunt for me, and me destroying a mall cart, the date went surprisingly well, Jason said as he let off a nervous laugh. So my advice did help out with your butterflies. That's good to hear. Is this the place? Yep, this is it. See, not a single police car in sight. I do not doubt that there isn't a single police car in sight because this is an orphanage. Your secret safe house is in the orphanage? Was it either this or a graveyard? The graveyard wouldn't be a good idea on Halloween, so I chose this. No, but seriously, I know the priest that runs this orphanage. He was my father's friend. I need you to ring the doorbell and ask for Father Montgomery. Wait, why? I don't know who's going to answer the door. I don't want some random nun or worker calling the police. They say to come back in the morning, tell them that it's a matter of life and death. That you need to speak to him. I'll be behind the tree listening. Dean walked up to the front door of the orphanage and rang the bell. Jason was right around the corner hiding behind the tree. It took a couple minutes before someone answered the door. Sorry for waking you up so late at night. I must speak with Father Montgomery. It's a matter of life and death, Jason heard Dean say. I am Father Montgomery. What can I assist you with? I need to stay here for a while, Jason said as he emerged from the shadows. Jason, is that you? I've been hearing terrible things on the news all evening about you. Haven't been able to sleep because of it. Don't worry, Father. None of it is true. If any of the things they said were true, then your father will be rolling around in his grave. Jason's friend, would you like to come in for a cup of coffee? I think I should be going. I have a busy day tomorrow. Jason, Take this, it has my number, Dean said as he handed Jason the card. After that, Dean drove away into the darkness. Jason, come in before anyone sees you out there. Jason followed the father inside the old building. Jason was surprised at how little had changed at the orphanage since his last visit. The paintings on the wall to the plastic-covered couches appeared untouched. Even the wet fruit seemed to have the same layer of dust on them. I take it you want to go straight to bed, Father Montgomery said as he walked up the staircase at the end of the hallway. It's been a long day. Don't worry, we can have a nice long chat about it in the morning. By chance, is my suitcase still in the room? The room has not been touched by anyone other than myself since your last visit. Thank you. If possible, wake me up around 9 a.m. And when you do, bring lots of painkillers. I'm going to need them. As soon as they reached a door at the end of the hallway, the father handed Jason the key. Right after Jason grabbed the key, the father walked back towards the way he came. Jason put the key inside. The key unlocked the door to room 17. The room was rather empty. There was only a bed and a nightstand with a lamp. Top of the bed was a medium-sized suitcase. Jason walked to the nightstand and began emptying the contents of the suitcase of his pocket onto the nightstand. He decided to turn on the lamp and close the door, locking it behind him. The suitcase could whistle. He placed it on the floor. He laid on the bed with no pillow or blankets. He decided to take a look at the card Dean had given him. He looked at the card and laughed. It was his own card, with Dean's number scribbled on it. Jason couldn't believe it, that in less than 24 hours, his value had dropped so much. One minute he was a celebrity, the next he was America's most wanted. There was nothing more that he could accomplish tonight, so he decided to turn in. After turning off the lamp, he closed his eyes and passed out. Well, that's it for Chapter 3. As we saw in this chapter, Jason leaves Brooklyn to out the city, as we refer to Staten Island, even though it's a borough. So, he's at his so-called safe house with Father Montgomery. How is Jason going to solve this mystery? How is Jessica? How will he get in contact with Ryan? Well, you got to stick around and wait for Chapter 4 to find out what happens. And I'll tell you, Chapter 4 is pretty good, because it happens in somewhere where we all know that most New Yorkers would never go to, New Jersey. Yep, so stick around and let me know what you think. Please leave a comment saying what you liked about it, what you hated. Won't matter anymore because the book's already published, but feel free to let me know because I'm still working on book number 2. And guys, I'll see you guys in the next chapter. See ya.